Okay, so I just filmed a bunch of hauls. As you may be able to tell, there's your peek behind the curtain. I posted something like this on Instagram before. Yes, there's my dirty dishes. I'm going to be doing dishes shortly. I can only use the surface for filming or dishes. I can't use it for both. So, filming is done. I can do dishes now. Anyways, I'm just pointing out that I filmed a bunch of hauls. You probably will have already seen them all by the time this video goes up. The reason I'm pointing it out is to show you the mess that I have to clean up. There's more here from the other hauls that I filmed. And there are these cabinets, or well, drawers I guess, which again I will have shown in the haul I got them from the thrift store for $8 each. And I'm planning to use them to organize my craft supplies, nailing my paper, because I should be able to get my 12x12 paper pads in the drawers, and then my 12x12 plastic drawer things that I got at Walmart that have my loose leaf paper on top. So obviously these can't stay in my front hallway area. So I was not planning on doing the worst part of my apartment as part of the decluttering and organizing until the end. But now that I have these and they kind of have to go where the worst part is, I'm starting this now. So I'm going to show you what I didn't want to show you yet because it's a complete and utter mess. And part of it's because it's covered in craft supplies that are still being organized and dealt with, and it's embarrassing, and I didn't really want to show this to you just yet, but apparently that's what we're doing. Yep. This is the living space in my apartment. Believe it or not, this is better than it was. This is the horror right here. This shelf, it's got my Rush collection, that's my favorite band. It's not bad, but it definitely needs some more organizing, and it definitely needs a good wipe down because it's covered in dust and cobwebs because I can't get to it because of all this shit in the front. Like you can see, my rest of my apartment's not that bad. This is the monster of horror that I need to deal with. This started when I got into paper crafting and it just keeps getting worse. Like all these binders. I'm doing stuff, but these are in boxes for a reason. But these binders are all stickers. And they're just sitting in Dollar Tree baskets on the floor, so they're not on the floor proper. And then back here are those plastic 12x12 things that I was talking about that I'm going to put on top of those shelves. This is where my paper pads are right now. It's just sitting in one of those pop-up bags that you got for $4 at Dollarama. And I have other things like cardstock and paper pads in IKEA magazine holders. The brown thing is my markers and pens for the most part. The gray thing is my stamps. Well, my clear stamps. My brown stamps, wooden stamps, and inks are in this thing. And I've got lots of other crap in bins over here. I have to take this, my ribbon is like all over the place right now, so I have a bin to put all that in. I wanted to get this a little more organized, at least as far as the craft stuff, before I showed you this, since that's like a whole other category in itself, but I should point out, what's back here are Rubbermaid bins full of crap. It took me forever. This spot where the Rubbermaid bins are used to be full of boxes that I had not unpacked from my move 4.5 years ago. And I don't know how long ago now, but I went ahead and bought these Rubbermaid containers and unpacked the boxes that were here, thinking it would save me space. And it saved me like a couple centimeters maybe. And partly that was because my plan had been to stack these containers, but I didn't pack them properly, and basically right now they're too heavy for me to lift. So I have to go through all of those, pull out all the heavy crap, put all the heavy crap in one and all the light crap in the other, so that I can stack them. And then once I do that, I can make space for those drawers and put them over here. And I'm now looking forward to doing this, which is probably why it just keeps getting worse. Like I said, this right here is the worst part of the whole apartment. And of course, it's the part people see when they come in. So, yeah, I'm terribly embarrassed to be showing this right now, even though I'm sure by the time you actually see it, it will have been dealt with, at least to some degree. And tomorrow, I'm going to make like a 2-day event, hopefully no more than 2 days, of pulling all this crap out, moving the bins out, putting the dressers over here, putting this crap on top of it, putting this crap inside it, and then I gotta go through these bins and declutter them, and I'm tired just thinking about it. I want to do it because it desperately needs to get done, and I'm one of those people that like loves being organized but is very bad at doing it, so I want to get that done because that was just getting these things off the damn floor and getting this off the damn floor will give me so much more space. Okay, so it's the next day. It's actually light outside. Unfortunately, I got to a bit of a late start because I had some other things I had to do first. Also, I forgot to mention that you remember I had that cart that I put all my donation stuff from the kitchen into to drop off, and I was going to use that cart to take all my donations back. Well, when I was using it, I realized why I never use it. It's too short for me. It's really hard for me to pull without hurting something. So when I took it in, I just was like, yeah, you can have the cart too. So the cart's gone. So yeah, we're going to get started and we'll see what happens. Okay, progress report. I have cleared out this corner. A whole bunch of crap over there. I made an attempt to vacuum, and then when I was moving boxes around, I got more dust on the carpet. Now I'm gonna have to go through the bins. If I can condense them into one, that'd be even better, but I don't think I will. Go through the bins, consolidate the heavy stuff and the light stuff, and then basically put it here against the wall, and then put those drawers against this, which kind of sucks, but if I can free up the space here so I can actually access these shelves and stuff, that would be great. That's where we are now. I'm gonna start going through these bins, which I don't want to do. I'm already out of breath, but has to be done. Should have been done months ago. Gotta start doing it now. Okay, so it is many hours later. My battery died, and it takes a while to charge, so I just kept going, and it's been a while since it finished charging, but I just kept going. The good news is I did condense most of my stuff into the bin on the bottom. I have a few things up here. All of this stuff here, why is it not? There we go. All of this stuff is like storage containers. This and the one underneath it are actually CD containers. It's sort of like a filing folder for CDs. You can see there, they're like CD holding filing folders. I have one that is full of CDs, or rather DVDs. But I don't burn stuff to DVD anymore. I just use hard drives. So I have these two other holders that I haven't used, and I was going to give them away, and then I realized this is like a really sturdy box, and it's like nice and leather, and so I'm thinking of using this as a storage box and just giving the CD sleeves away, or DVD sleeves, or whatever. So they're in there as potential storage options, and then I've got some collapsible storage containers in there. I wanted to show you what it is I'm discarding. I actually went through quite a few things, which is awesome. I went through these bins when I was unpacking the original boxes to begin with, and kept most of it, I guess, and now all this stuff is going out. So this pile here is just stuff with like schoolwork and photography and stuff, and I have to go through it all. So I just threw that aside because I have some other books and stuff to go through, notebooks. So then in this box we have an unopened photo album, and it's the kind with the adhesive pages, which I don't really like, so I haven't used it, and I'm clearly not going to, so it's being donated. There's a gajillion and one empty CD cases in here. This here is a half-used spindle of DVDs. Then I've got like a box and a half of DVDs here. My autofocus is going crazy. Anyways, I have an unused VHS tape here. I have a couple of used VHS tapes here. So over here I have some cassette tapes, and I realized that like I've never purchased any of these albums on CD, and I don't have a cassette player anymore. So sorry for the autofocus, I don't know what its problem is. But basically, I have never purchased these albums on CD, so I'm basically just holding on to the cassettes for nostalgic purposes, and that's just silly, so I'm getting rid of them, and if I really want them, I will buy them on CD. I've put in an old Walkman that I haven't used for probably at least a decade. And then I have some stuff in here that I haven't thrown in this box yet.